What's up guys, welcome back. Publisher KoeiTecmo has been running wild this year, with big releases such as the Ninja Gaiden Master Collection, Samurai Warriors 5, a Fatal Frame or Project Zero, Maiden of Black Water, all of which I've reviewed on this channel. If you've missed out on those, be sure to check them out. And next month they're dropping Monster Rancher 1 and 2 DX, which will take the world by storm. But tomorrow they're releasing their biggest JRPG yet, quite possibly the single best JRPG of 2021. It is simply that good in Blue Reflection Second Light. It's published by KoeiTecmo, developed by Gust. Remember those guys? The guys behind every Atelier game in existence, right? They've worked on Atelier Ryza 1 and 2 together. They've also brought all of the recent Atelier trilogies DX to Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, all developed by Gust, published by KoeiTecmo. KoeiTecmo, Gust. I think you can see where this is going. So before I lose myself in what would otherwise be a love letter to both companies, let's dive in and see what makes this game so special. Imagine yourself going to your school, office or usual hangout, but in fact ending up in a mysteriously floating academy, without any memories other than your own name. So is the fate of three students, Ao Hoshizaki, Kokoro Utsubo and Yuki Kinju, the protagonists of Blue Reflection Second Light. They find themselves in possession of special rings, which allow them to summon the most creative weapons, change appearances, and transform into so-called reflectors. More on that later. As they chase their memories, their emotions run high, at times overflowing, allowing them inadvertently to create entire worlds, essentially dungeons in this game, called hardscapes. And after regaining some of their memories by collecting them inside their own created dungeons, they can even summon new characters into this world who were a part of those memories, in the process expanding your party members. As opposed to the more slice-of-life storied events in Atelier games, Blue Reflection Second Light touches upon more serious themes and becomes more engaging in the process, pulling you in deeper as you go. This story lays the foundation of what is an absolute delight of a game, in which all of the gameplay elements at your disposal, all of the core mechanics blend together in the most immersive experience. Even though at times Atelier Ryza's inspirations are made obvious, Blue Reflection Second Light is very much its own game. And I wouldn't be surprised to see several elements make their way into the upcoming Atelier Sophie 2. Now picture the following sequence. You interact with one of your buddies, who by the sheer passion flowing from her heart summons another wondrous lady onto the academy, who you then ask to go out on a date. During your date, you show her around the building, flirt and tease her somewhat, and at the end of the road, you gain a fragment piece, which you should attach to one of your main protagonists for some great bonuses. At the same time, you'll gain talent points, which you should use to develop specific talents for your characters. Next, you'll head over to the workroom where you create one or more items, aka synthesis. After all, it's a Gust game, after which you hop over to the other side of the workbench and craft a unique facility for your schoolyard. By placing the facility in a strategic location, you'll not only boost your stats by the newly created individual building, but gain additional bonuses from the combination of facilities, further boosting your party members' stats. You then pick up several ingredients while still roaming around the school grounds and head over to one of the available hardscapes by using the otherwise conveniently placed wheel, where you can put yourself to the test bigger and better than ever before. These mechanics are so well created and are working in such harmony with each other. It is, quite simply put, mind-blowing, and I cannot get enough of this. Once you've entered one such hardscape, exploration is as enjoyable as can be. As good in fact, nay, better still perhaps than you'll find in Atelier Ryza 2, with walking and running around, accessing higher places without the need to craft additional tools, balancing your way across roofs and beams, move across ropes, climb ladders, crawl underneath buildings and much, much more. This is all great, going about the hardscapes in all their varieties, collecting materials, recipes and memory fragments, but it gains an additional layer by employing genuine stealth sections. There are dedicated parts where you'll be sent back to your starting position if you are detected, but for the most part, you can use it as a means of detecting the scouting range of the demons, so that when the time is right, you can sneak up to them and swing your sight so that you gain a significant advantage in the battle to follow. Just quickly before we dive into these battle mechanics, those demons who are lurking about, those are in fact emotions made physical. Emotions such as insecurities, feelings of loneliness or scares, in essence giving you a glimpse of the emotional state of a girl whose hardscape you're exploring in that specific memory. At a conceptual level, this is so well executed, it makes total sense in this setting, and I cannot think of a better way connecting the various elements at the play. The battle system is much like you're used to from the most recent Atelier games, essentially a real-time turn-based affair, complete with main party members for attacks and a support character to help gain several bonuses. You can also swap out your fighting characters with the support slot at any given time to gain the upper hand or replace a fallen party member. There are several unique features in this setup, the first of which is that you don't have the standard normal or melee attack and skills, but only skills to choose from. The second feature is much more exciting in that upon reaching the third gear, your characters transform with all the fanfare you'd expect into a reflector, unlocking new powerful skills for you to employ in your fights. And the third major mechanic which sets this game apart from most JRPGs is the solo battle option. When fighting mini bosses or major bosses, once you've thrown them up against the ropes, they'll pull up a shield. Once you manage to puncture it, the character who does so goes one-on-one with the opponent, mixing up the control input and allowing for some big hits before the time runs out and you're put back into the regular team battle setting. As a production from the stables of Gust and KoeiTecmo, it only stands to reason that there are options for changing your characters' costumes, including some pre-order bonuses. And by pressing the left joystick button, you'll enter a genuine photo mode where you can position your characters, slap on a photo frame or special effect, and fine-tune it till you're happy for your diorama to be shared with the world. As much as my heart overflows with happiness regarding Blue Reflection Second Light, there are a few minor gripes I have with the game, such as the resolution, which at times seems to be in need of an update. Like here when there's a mist bank in the background, which is strangely affecting the resolution of the characters around the edges. Or when you're inside a tight space, the camera seems to be taking some bumps, things which the developers usually take very good care of. On the upside, there is a day 1 patch already released, and knowing the team behind this amazing title, we are sure to see more patches and updates to follow in due time. I can talk about this game all day long, but I'm afraid I'm going to have to wrap this up here. But what do you guys think? Is this the JRPG you have been waiting for? Are you a fan of Gust and KoeiTecmo's creations? Do you share my feeling that this is perhaps the best JRPG we have seen in recent years and is a certified sleeper hit on the Nintendo Switch? Do share your ideas, feedback and plans in the comment section down below. Hit that like button if you think this review has been helpful, and subscribe to the channel to see more content just like this. And I will see you next time.